When people hear Janita's name today, they often hear about how her story ended. What they didn't hear enough about is how many times she tried to ask for help before that. Imagine being concerned enough for your safety that you contact police because you believe someone had fired at you. Today, I want to talk about those moments. Everything I'm discussing comes directly from an official North County Police Cooperative Police report dated July 23rd, 2024. This is not speculation. This is not rumor. And I am not accusing anyone of wrongdoing. I am simply discussing what was documented and the questions that remain. According to the report, Janita told police she believed she had been shot at outside her home. The report states that she encountered two men holding handguns in front of her house. As she drove east down her street, she reported hearing approximately 15 gunshots. The report also states that Janita showed police video footage from around that same time. According to the officer, the footage showed two men standing in front of her home with handguns. The officer noted that the video contained no sound and did not show any firearms being discharged. He also documented that she appeared vague regarding certain names and delayed reporting the incident because she was shaken up and didn't know what to do. As a parent reading it today, I think it's important to remember something. Fear does not always sound organized. People who are frightened do not always tell their stories perfectly. People dealing with stress, trauma, or confusion often struggle to explain every detail in a neat and orderly way. That does not automatically mean their concerns are not real. The report goes on to state that the officer canvassed the area and found no clues related to the investigation. He also visited another residence connected to the matter, but did not make contact with anyone there. Later in the report, the officer documented a conversation involving a parole officer and an individual identified as a possible suspect shown in the footage. Reading those words now raised questions for me. Not accusations, just questions. Could additional follow up have occurred? Were there other investigative steps that could have been taken? Could additional victim services or support resources have been offered to Janita? Could communication between law enforcement and parole authorities have gone further? I don't claim to know those answers, but I believe those are fair questions to ask. Because one thing is undeniable. Janita made a report. Janita described armed individuals outside her home, and Janita reached out for help. One of the individuals Janita identified to the police drew my attention because I discovered he was on parole. I encouraged Janita to contact the individual's parole officer and share the information she had reported. According to conversations Janita relayed to me and later discussions I personally had with the parole officer, I was informed that the individual would need to be entered into the system as a wanted person for questioning. Whether every allegation can be proven or not is a separate question, but the fact that she sought help is documented. As her mother, that is what stays with me. Not assumptions, not rumors, not accusations. The documented reality that my daughter reported being afraid and sought assistance to no avail. My goal in sharing this is not to attack law enforcement or tell anyone what conclusions they should reach. My goal is to make sure Janita's voice is heard, to make sure people understand that before the headlines, before the tragedy, there was a young woman reporting fear, reporting concerns, and asking for help. That important fact alone is part of her story, and her story deserves to be told. Janita Nicole Vance never had a chance.